A simple love story. In a small town named Riverdale, lived a young woman named Emma. Emma was a kind-hearted person who loved reading books and helping others. She worked in a small bookstore called Pages of Joy. Every day, she enjoyed meeting people who loved books just like she did. One sunny morning, Emma was arranging books on the shelves when a young man walked into the store. His name was Jack. Jack had just moved to Riverdale for a new job. He was an engineer, and he loved solving problems and building things. But Jack also loved reading, and he was looking for a good book to read. As Jack walked around the store, he accidentally bumped into a shelf, making a few books fall to the ground. Emma quickly came to help him pick up the books. Their hands touched for a moment, and they both smiled. "Hi, I'm Emma. Can I help you find a book?" she asked kindly. Jack smiled back. "Hi, I'm Jack. I'm new in town and looking for something interesting to read. Do you have any recommendations?" Emma thought for a moment and then picked up a book. "This is one of my favorites. It's a story about adventure and friendship. I think you might like it." Jack took the book and looked at it. "Thank you, Emma. I'll give it a try." From that day on, Jack started coming to the bookstore more often. He and Emma talked about books, life, and their dreams. They found out that they had a lot in common and enjoyed each other's company. As weeks passed, Jack and Emma's friendship grew stronger. They started spending more time together outside the bookstore. They went for walks in the park, visited the local cafe, and even went on a few hiking trips. One day, while they were walking by the river, Jack looked at Emma and said, "Emma, I've never met anyone like you. You're smart, kind, and you understand me. I think I'm falling in love with you." Emma blushed and looked at Jack. "I feel the same way, Jack. I've been afraid to say it, but I'm in love with you too." They smiled at each other and held hands, feeling happy and excited about their future together. Emma and Jack's relationship was going well, but like all couples, they faced challenges. Jack's job became very demanding, and he had to work long hours. This made it hard for them to spend time together. One evening, after a long day at work, Jack met Emma at the cafe. He looked tired and worried. "Emma, I don't know what to do. My job is taking up so much of my time. I'm afraid I won't be able to give you the attention you deserve," Jack said sadly. Emma held Jack's hand and looked into his eyes. "Jack, I love you, and I understand that your job is important. We can get through this together. Let's find a way to make it work." They talked and decided to make the most of the time they had together. They planned their weekends carefully, making sure to spend quality time with each other. They also made small gestures, like leaving sweet notes for each other or sending messages during the day, to keep their love strong. Months passed, and Jack's hard work paid off. He got a promotion, which meant he had more control over his time. This allowed him to balance his work and personal life better. One evening, Jack took Emma to their favorite spot by the river. The sun was setting, and the sky was painted with beautiful colors. "Emma, you've been my support and my strength. I can't imagine my life without you. Will you marry me?" Jack asked, holding out a ring. Tears of joy filled Emma's eyes as she said, "Yes, Jack. I will marry you." They hugged and kissed, feeling incredibly happy and grateful for their love. Jack and Emma got married in a small, beautiful ceremony with their family and friends. They continued to support each other and face life's challenges together. They bought a small house in Riverdale and made it their cozy home. Emma continued working at the bookstore, and Jack enjoyed his job as an engineer. They spent their evenings reading books together and their weekends exploring new places. Their love grew stronger every day, and they were thankful for the chance encounter that brought them together. Jack and Emma lived a simple, happy life in Riverdale, proving that true love can overcome any obstacle. And so, their story became a part of the town's history, inspiring others to believe in love and the magic of chance encounters. After their beautiful wedding, Jack and Emma settled into their married life with a mix of excitement and anticipation. Their small house in Riverdale became a haven of love and warmth. They decorated it together, adding personal touches to every corner. The walls were adorned with photos of their adventures, and the bookshelves were filled with their favorite reads. Every morning, they would have breakfast together, discussing their plans for the day. Jack would then head to his engineering firm, while Emma walked to Pages of Joy. Despite their busy schedules, they made it a point to meet for lunch whenever possible, cherishing those moments of togetherness. In the evenings, they would cook dinner together, trying out new recipes and laughing over their culinary experiments. After dinner, they would often sit by the fireplace, reading or simply talking about their dreams and aspirations. One evening, as they were sitting on their porch, Jack brought up an idea he had been pondering for a while. "Emma, I've been thinking about starting my own engineering firm. I've learned so much at my current job, and I believe it's time to take the leap." Emma looked at him with admiration. "That's a wonderful idea, Jack. You've always been passionate about your work. I believe in you, and I'll support you in every way I can." Jack felt encouraged by Emma's words. He started planning meticulously, working late into the night to make his dream a reality. Emma stood by his side, helping him with the business plans and offering valuable insights. Meanwhile, Emma had her own dream brewing. She wanted to expand Pages of Joy into a community hub where people could not only buy books but also attend reading clubs, workshops, and literary events. She shared her vision with Jack, who was equally supportive and excited for her. Months passed, and both Jack and Emma took significant steps towards their dreams. Jack resigned from his job and started his own firm, Riverdale Engineering Solutions. He hired a small but talented team, and soon, they began receiving projects from around the region. Emma, on the other hand, transformed Pages of Joy into a vibrant community center. She organized weekly book readings, writing workshops, and even invited local authors for talks. The bookstore became a popular spot in Riverdale, attracting book lovers from nearby towns as well. Their ventures kept them busy, but they always made sure to spend quality time together. They celebrated each other's successes and provided comfort during challenging times. Their love grew stronger, fueled by mutual respect and unwavering support. One crisp autumn morning, Emma discovered she was pregnant. Overwhelmed with joy, she couldn't wait to share the news with Jack. That evening, she prepared his favorite meal and set the table with candles and flowers. When Jack walked in, he immediately sensed something special. Emma handed him a small gift box. Inside, Jack found a tiny pair of baby shoes. He looked at Emma, his eyes wide with excitement and love. "Are we?" Jack asked, his voice trembling. "Yes, Jack, we're going to be parents," Emma exclaimed. They embraced, tears of joy streaming down their faces. The news of the baby brought a new kind of happiness into their lives. They eagerly prepared for the arrival of their child, turning one of the rooms into a nursery and reading books on parenting. The day finally arrived, and Emma gave birth to a beautiful baby girl. They named her Lily, after Emma's favorite flower. Holding Lily in their arms, Jack and Emma felt a profound sense of love and responsibility. Parenthood brought new challenges and joys. They adjusted their schedules to care for Lily, often taking turns waking up at night for feedings and diaper changes. Despite the sleepless nights, they cherished every moment with their daughter. As Lily grew, Jack and Emma found joy in watching her discover the world. Her first smile, first steps, and first words were moments they treasured. They introduced her to books early on, hoping to pass on their love for reading. Their parents visited often, providing support and enjoying their time with Lily. Jack's mother, Margaret, and Emma's parents, Susan and George, were thrilled to be grandparents and often shared their parenting wisdom. Balancing work and family life required careful planning and flexibility. Jack's firm was thriving, and Emma's bookstore continued to be a beloved community spot. They hired a nanny, Mrs. Thompson, who was experienced and caring, to help take care of Lily during the day. Jack made it a point to come home early whenever he could, and Emma adjusted her bookstore hours to spend more time with Lily. Weekends were reserved for family activities, like picnics in the park, visits to the zoo, and quiet afternoons reading together. Despite their busy lives, Jack and Emma never lost sight of their love for each other. They scheduled regular date nights, where they could reconnect and enjoy each other's company. These moments were vital in maintaining their strong bond. Life continued to present its challenges. There were times when Jack's firm faced tough projects or when the bookstore's sales dipped. But Jack and Emma tackled these challenges together, providing each other with the strength and encouragement needed to persevere. One particular project at Jack's firm required him to travel frequently. It was a difficult time for both of them, as they missed each other dearly. They relied on video calls and messages to stay connected, counting down the days until Jack would return home. During one of Jack's trips, Emma faced a crisis at the bookstore. A pipe had burst, causing water damage to many books. Feeling overwhelmed, she called Jack, who immediately reassured her. "Emma, you can handle this. Call the plumber and the insurance company. I'll be back soon, and we'll sort everything out together," Jack said. Emma took a deep breath and followed Jack's advice. The bookstore was closed for a few days, but with the help of her friends and the community, she managed to get things back to normal. Jack returned home to find Emma exhausted but proud of how she handled the situation. Lily grew up surrounded by love, books, and the beauty of Riverdale. She inherited her parents' curiosity and love for learning. By the time she was 3, she could often be found flipping through picture books or playing with building blocks, much to Jack's delight. Jack and Emma enrolled Lily in a nearby preschool, where she made new friends and started learning about the world around her. They enjoyed watching her develop her own personality, full of wonder and imagination. As Lily grew older, she started participating in the bookstore's children's reading events. Emma loved seeing her daughter interact with other children and share her love for stories. Jack and Emma's efforts to contribute to their community did not go unnoticed. They were well respected and loved by the people of Riverdale. Jack's firm often took on local projects, helping to improve the town's infrastructure. Emma's bookstore continued to be a cultural hub, fostering a love for reading and learning. Together, they organized charity events and fundraisers, supporting causes close to their hearts. They hosted an annual book fair, which became a much-anticipated event in Riverdale. The fair brought together authors, readers, and local businesses, creating a sense of unity and joy. Their commitment to their community strengthened their relationship and gave them a sense of fulfillment. They were not only building a future for themselves and Lily, but also contributing to the betterment of Riverdale. As Lily started school, Jack and Emma found themselves with a bit more time to focus on their individual interests. Jack, ever the innovator, began working on a side project to develop eco-friendly building materials. He collaborated with scientists and other engineers, hoping to make a positive impact on the environment. Emma, inspired by her love for literature and community work, started writing a book. It was a collection of short stories based on the lives of people in Riverdale. She worked on it during her free time, finding joy in crafting stories that reflected the warmth and resilience of their town. Their individual projects brought a new dimension to their relationship. They supported each other's endeavors, offering feedback and celebrating milestones together. Their love continued to evolve, rooted in mutual respect and shared dreams. As the years went by, Jack and Emma faced new challenges and joys. They learned valuable lessons about patience, communication, and the importance of cherishing every moment. Their journey was not without difficulties, but their love and commitment to each other saw them through. Lily grew into a bright and compassionate young girl. She excelled in school and shared her parents' love for reading and learning. Jack and Emma were proud of the person she was becoming and looked forward to supporting her in her future endeavors. Jack and Emma often reflected on their journey, feeling grateful for the love and life they had built together. They continued to dream and plan for the future, excited about the possibilities that lay ahead. They talked about traveling more, exploring new places, and experiencing different cultures. They dreamed of visiting famous bookstores around the world and meeting fellow book lovers. They also discussed expanding Jack's firm to include more sustainable building practices and creating more community-centered projects. Their love story, which began with a chance encounter in a small bookstore, had blossomed into a beautiful life filled with love, laughter, and endless possibilities.